안녕하십니까, 학생 여러분. 자, 지금부터 이제 오늘 이제 Kim's English Class의 1강을 맡게 될 에디라고 합니다. 반갑습니다. It's a very miracle to see you in this class, so I'm going to share with this by YouTube. So I hope that many Koreans are finding difficult about the differences between the word of tilt because tilt is a not very common word. This kind of word could be used as in politics, whenever there's a candidate A and candidate B, when there is a difference is too much or not, that we could able to look at the difference. So let's try to go for our next class. Today's lesson we're going to discuss about the meaning of the word as tilt. The purpose of the understanding about the word which is called tilt is because actually I'm working as the tutoring for as a freelancer. I had a chance to talk English at the place called Togyang District in Goyang City in Gyeonggi Province. When I try to consider much more about the vocabularies, I try to find out the meaning of the word as a tilt. This might be a very interesting topic, so whenever many Koreans are finding difficult to understand about this lesson, this kind of presentation might be helpful. So that's why I try to record this message. Thank you. Alright, this time so we're going to look about the dictionary of the word as tilt. Okay, let's try to give it as a first sentence. It has been given as suddenly the boat tilted to one side. Okay, in this sentence, what do you mean by the word as a sentence? Suddenly means it's just the happen right now, right? So boat has been what tilt. Tilt means the boat whenever there is a thunder or the storm, the boat is trying to move as one other side, but the angle of the boat between the one side to other is about maybe just a little bit that the movement. So that's what we try to describe the word as tilt. 그래서 우리가 tilt라고 한 단어에 대해서 우리가 기본적으로 알아야 될 것이 뭐냐면 이제 결국은 tilt는 살짝 기울어진 상태, 그러니까 심하게 기울어진 상태가 아니고 살짝 기울어진 상태로 우리가 보통 tilt라는 문자를 많이 쓰기도 합니다. 그래서 우리가 tilt라는 단어는 여러 가지 의미도 쓰이고 하겠지만은 선거에서 이제 보통 tilt라는 단어를 좀 많이 쓰기도 합니다. 자, 다음 거 보겠습니다. Alright, so let's try to understand about the word as a tilt. Okay, if you want to understand about the meaning of the tilt, I think that tilt is a not very common word for the non-English speakers. So whenever we try to look at the first one, it describes as it is usually read as is usually used as in politics and everything. For example, there's another word like lean, likely, strong, safe, and solid. So if you want to understand more about the tilt, then it's very important to understand about the word as the rest of the words. Okay, let's try to go for the next page. Okay, this might be written in Korean, but I can able to explain this in English. Let's say there's the A candidate and B candidate. Let's say that A's the political party is Green Party and B party name is Yellow Party. But let's say that if the person candidate A got about 50% and B got about 37%. So whenever we try to look at the difference between candidate A and candidate B, the difference is about the 13%. Okay, if the candidate is at difference is about 13%, then I can able to say that the candidate A is a strong candidate. So according to the word of lean, in Korean word we try to say as 앞서나가다. Let's try to go for next page. Okay, then let's try to look at another example word called likely. Okay, let's try to give example. Let's say the candidate A is 50% and B got about 41%. So whenever we try to look at the differences between candidate A and candidate B, the difference is only about 9%. So what I could able to say is that the thing is really that different, so that's what it means. So the candidate between A and B is only about 9%. So of course it might be that the less than lean. So the word of likely is I could able to say is that there's not much a difference. So I could able to say as likely. Likely means it's a little bit weaker than a lean, but I could able to say that's a little bit the A candidate is a little bit strong candidate. Let's try to go for next page. Okay, let's try to go for the next page, which is described as a word as strong. Okay, if you try to understand about the word as strong, so what do you mean by that? Strong means, okay, let's try to give an example of the candidate A and candidate B. Let's say the candidate A got 55% and B got the candidate for about the 32%. So the differences between A and B is only about it's about 23%. So it's much more stronger than lean. So I could able to say that A is a very strong candidate. So that's what we try to describe the word as strong. Then it's very important to understand the word as a tilt. Okay, what do you mean by the word as tilt? Tilt means that it's something that whenever we try to describe as candidate A and candidate B, let's say if that person is the difference is it's only about 0.5%, is likely the A is going to be win. So that's what we try to describe the word as tilt. Tilt means 살짝 앞서다. Alright, so here is for the next homework for everyone. So I'm going to give you a homework about trying to comprehend about the word as a solid. Okay, I'm going to see you as the next class. Thank you.